Welcome to Blacksburg, Virginia, this afternoon at the Terror Dome, where the Virginia Tech Hokies will touch that Hokie stone and get ready for another season in Lane Stadium. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a team from the SEC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cowboys will boot it away to start the game. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. These two conferences have been tied. Through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried.
All kinds of running room. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
From the gun, the ground game. The pirouette on the line. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollack. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump there.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
The give on the inside. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Dropping back, it's Ellington. Snags it over the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive. And now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up with a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And with that first touchdown, the old Hokie Stones are trembling in this great stadium.
Yeah, and such great fans in Lane Stadium. Early in the game has a reason to be rocking. They get on the scoreboard first. Everybody going bananas.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Line gets set, 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down marker.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. He uncorks one deep. And it goes through his hand. An explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Picks up the 1st down. He's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
The defensive line just is not physical enough against the run. Too many guys getting pushed around, too many guys not playing with great gap integrity, and the linebackers aren't able to fill. That's been a problem when trying to stop this running game.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
It's complete on the right side. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
What we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Looking to go up top on first down. He makes a catch at the end zone. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Looking to throw, it's Ellington. He makes the connection. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. 3:25. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
The Hokies will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch called for and made. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just, oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. From the shotgun, the inside give. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Right back to it. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Cowboys have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's now 2nd and goal.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
42 Spider.
They'll run the quarterback sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Virginia Tech, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And your Virginia Tech Hokies on takeover, 1st and 10.
Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Dropping back, it's Ellington. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Pulls it in. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Finds the tight end.
The first down complete to the tight end. No gain on the play. Brings up.
They'll line up for a second down play. They're going to throw it again. Pressure coming. He's moving out of the pocket. Got his man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense. And you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Throws to the tight end. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with two top 25 teams locking horns. Michigan State is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 21 to Pittsburgh. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hey, that's a live ball. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Getting some heat. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get...
And the pass hits. Picked off. Bringing it back. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Hokies. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points. And now you flip that around and you put points on the board. perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall when the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
He'll call for the fair catch here. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking deep down the right side. What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just sinks it in there. A little Baryshnikov for the toe tap.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
From the red zone, looking for a man. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
It's now second down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, just keeps firing. Lets it go to the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. Nice job by the defender, just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work. Team to knock down the return man. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Wide open, he makes the catch. Speeding down the left side. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and protect the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Virginia Tech, 14.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think
The ball squirts free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
and it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Using his legs, it's Fields. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State.
The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
35. Virginia Tech, 14.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To the air, it's Ellington. He's right on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Running back searching for a hole. At the 45 on his way. He'll work work his way down to the 28.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
Here we go.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Fields. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down.
In blue. In blue.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Cowboys will have it first and 10. The back goes in motion. He'll take it himself. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 11 over Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wide out in motion. Back to pass. It's Ellington. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Priority number one, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You've got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
The play action fake. Trying to get to him. And as he throws, nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cobb. Not nearly as much as Brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Quarterback checking off. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
Get set, get set.
He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play, he drops back, first down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
A little screen to the running back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oklahoma State 45, Virginia Tech 14.
Ready up.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Cricket.
He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Caught over the middle. It's Mason. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the Hokies get the first down.
And coaches have their scripts and their play sheets, and they have 4th and short. You know, when you get in these situations, they have plays that they're confident in. Called one here. Great job executing right near midfield.
Looking to the big tight end. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field.
And the quarterback is snowed under. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier.
And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
never say die attitude, and I love that, especially with these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. Ball is free. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the beatdown has ensued.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week one, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this, this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And now this offense will take the field again. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Going over the top. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Cowboys! And the pummeling has started.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too.
Off he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
59. Virginia Tech, 21.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
Ball carried by the running back. Picks up 1. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The DBs will back off a bit. Coming after him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go. He lobs one high down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Fires to the tight end. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big.
Gonna take a shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He caught it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. PAT unit on the field. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Feeling some heat. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
From the gun, running back on the move. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Running it to the right. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
One more play to pad the stats.
Here we go.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Here we go. Ready.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. And if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.